Welcome back to Tipping Point. I'm your host, Kara McKinney. The left's Satanism streak is getting to be really on the nose these days. They invert virtue into vice by redefining words like social justice, equality, love, and tolerance. And they set up their mockery inside churches or dress in religious garb in order to pervert it. That's what the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence in Los Angeles, California do. This group of queer drag queens and trans-identifying activists dress up as demonic-looking nuns and worship the false idols of pride, lust, and gluttony, hence the perpetual indulgence reference, by using play on words with Catholic teaching to make something holy and ordered toward God into its exact opposite. Their motto is literally go forth and sin some more. I'm sure if you were to ask these lefties about it, they'd laugh and say they don't even believe in God or Satan, they just want to rile up Christians. But it's just like those who crucified Jesus on the cross, placing a sign above his head reading King of the Jews, thinking they were mocking Christ as he was being executed at their hands. And yet, the real joke was on them, for he truly is the King of the Jews and the Gentiles and the entire world. As if this wasn't bad enough, though, the Los Angeles Dodgers were planning to honor this drag group next month for Pride Night with the team's Community Hero Award because of their community outreach and service. Now, here's a plaque for destroying local families. Does no one read the Bible anymore? And all its warnings about how even the wicked will smile on those they like and give them aid, not out of any sense of true charity, but because it may benefit them selfishly to do so. Compare and contrast someone like Mother Teresa whiling away the hours in a third world nation, attending to the sick and dying all day and all night, facing death threats for doing so, with hardly a thank you until the very end of her life when she got some recognition, because she was willing to give of herself until it hurt. To do the right thing even when no one was looking or caring, until she lost herself entirely to Christ acting through her. And compare that with drag queens wanting more money in the form of grants and recognition, status for power in society, so they go around trying to spread their ideology in the community to make clones of themselves. Clones who all parrot the "I'm the sexiest, most beautiful human being alive" canard they're known for. In what universe is that charity? Did they give away a free dress to some dude to go to prom? Is that what we're calling charity these days? The destruction of the soul? Again, the Bible warns, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world but to lose his very soul? Thankfully, enough pushback from the local archdiocese and even from Senator Marco Rubio all the way in Florida got the Dodgers to rescind their invitation to this drag group, or else they risk slapping their Catholic and other Christian fans in the face with such open mockery of our faith. But the Satanism doesn't end with mere references or allusions to the occult. Sometimes it can take on a very tangible presence. A group of vandals in Orlando, Florida left the bodies of a decapitated chicken, a mutilated lamb, and another small bird outside of a pro-life pregnancy center in the city Wednesday afternoon. Our next guest, executive director of the pregnancy center that was attacked, said the scene was ritualistic and is in talks with police and even a priest about perhaps exorcising the site of these animal sacrifices. This incident follows a long series of attacks on pro-life pregnancy centers, which directly threaten the abortion industry by giving expecting mothers free services and love and support instead of pressuring them into killing their child for the sake of short-term expediency. Just last month, a group known as Jane's Revenge allegedly attacked a pro-life pregnancy center in Ohio, tagging the building with messages to fund abortion and to abort God. Jane's Revenge appears to have hit another center in Ohio, showing us how emboldened pro-abortion radicals are under the Biden administration's watch. Join us now to discuss the sickening satanic attack in Florida on the JMJ Pregnancy Center is its executive director, Bob Perrin. Bob, thanks for being here tonight.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Great. So what I hear is you guys have doorbell camera footage of at least one person who might be behind this grotesque vandalism of your center. What does that footage show, if anything?
Well, right now, the FBI is actually looking at that footage as well as the Orlando Police Department to determine, they're still trying to determine who actually placed the animals there. The camera, our Ring camera didn't catch it directly, so they're looking at some other camera footage from buildings around us to see if they can kind of piece it together to see, because it was a very horrific and intentional act.
It was. So was it, did you show up to work one day and see this? Did someone else at the office see it and call you and say, hey, there's dead animals scattered everywhere. It looks like it's some kind of a bizarre ritual that went on. How did you first find out about it? 'Cause I mean, like you were saying, shocking.